Liam Norton. Thank you for that. I'm going to start off with a little joke. We all know Star Wars, and your man Luke Skywalker goes into a restaurant. He's never been in a restaurant before. He doesn't know where to go, what to do, and Yoda's there sitting opposite him, and he's really disgusted with him because he's eating with his hands, just stuffing himself in his face. And Yoda goes to him, "Use the fork, Luke. Use the fork." I was in Lidl's the other day, and I was buying a pot of jam. And when I got home and opened it, it was actually a jar of beetroot. And tomorrow I have to go to Specsavers. I remember being in school, and the teacher said to me, "You know, picking on me, bastard, spell weather." And I'd go, W-H-I-T-H-U-R-E. And he said to me, "Well, that's the worst spell of weather we've had in a long time." I remember being in school as well. When I was a 7-year-old, I used to make a communion. And the nuns are telling you that you 3, 2, 1. The nuns, I'm 6.5, they're going to make me first Holy Communion. And before you can make a communion, you have to do your first confession. And up to this, there back in December, for Christmas I got a lovely selection box with all the bars of chocolate in it for being a good boy. And now, all of a sudden, 3 months later, I'm making my first confession. I have to go to confession. The nun tells me that I'm the greatest sinner in the world, and some fella died 2,000 years ago because of what I've done. All in a matter of a few months. And the nun would never tell me what the sin was. And today I don't know what the sins were. And I have to confess all my sins to a total stranger in a dark box. Right in the life of me. She was Sister Sarah. Apologies to the madam from Germany. Sister Sarah, it was short for SS. She beat the crap out of us. And it was absolutely dreadful. Now, I was not going to hell. We had heaven and hell. Then we had purgatory and limbo. Now, purgatory and limbo are now gone. I think that's because of the recession. But we only had heaven and hell now, so I don't want to go to hell. So when I went to confession, I admitted liability to all the atrocities committed in the First and the Second World Wars. There was no way I could go to hell. And then you go to the secondary school then, you get the Christian Brothers. And they're even worse. And they're telling me again, I'm the greatest sinner on earth. And they're saying, "Sins of the flesh, boy, sins of the flesh." I said, what is this guy on about? And he'd never tell us what the sin was. We were never told. We were innocent. This is going back plenty of years. And I'd be into school and he'd be going on about causing sin and all this. And he was probably the biggest sinner. Because he used to say, "Squeal like a pig boy," to some of the fellas. That's it. Thank you. But you just keep on going on and on about it, you know, and it was just dreadful being in school like that. All the time I was told I was the greatest sinner. We were never told. And then you get the priest in the pulpit on Sunday morning, and he'd say to you, dirty words and dirty pictures and dirty films. And we didn't know what these were. And he'd say to us, I had to set up a little group then to try and find out what all these things were. So what we did was we got a dictionary to find out what these sins were. We didn't know. And we got a dictionary. And first thing you do, a 12-year-old does when you get a dictionary, is he looks up the word P-E-N-I-S, and it's there. That's grand. We go to the next word, that's V-A-G-I-N, that's it, page here, vagina, that's it, there. And if it's a good dictionary, it'll have a little sketch. And if you're really good, you can colour it in. And then you find the word, you look up the F word as well. That's there, feck, you come on, move down, you found it, that's it there. And it says against the F word, Do not use this word while driving. Do not use this word if you are using machinery. An excessive use of this word can lead to eternal fire and damnation. So there we are. I've always been told I've been a sinner. I've never found out what the sins were. And I've tried and tried. And I went to look up a dirty book, another dirty book. I was told the Kama Sutra is a dirty book. And I went to the library and they sent me down to the corner. The girl sent me down looking for this book. And I couldn't find it. It was in the cookery section. So I went up and I says, it's not karma. I said, it's Kama. And just had a dreadful time. And then we never found out what the sins were. Never. So do you hear that noise? Isn't that dreadful? I've done at home. I have to go into. I normally bang on the wall, and it may not stop. But what I have to do, my wife, we're sitting there, I'm reading the newspaper doing a crossword puzzle, I've got my slippers on. And my wife says to me, go into them bastards next door and sort them out. And I had to get dressed, put my shoes, and I put on my big brave face. And I'm going, turn the music down! Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. And I come back in. And then the parents go out the next night. Noise on again. Shakira, it's your birthday. I don't care whose fucking birthday it is. I want a bit of peace and quiet. It's your birthday. What the fuck is Shakira anyway? Pump up the music. And I go in. And tell the girls to turn it off. I can't stand it. And every time I go past their house, they say, this old grumpy bastard that lives next door. And anytime my wife goes by, they say, there's that nice lady that lives next door, living with that grumpy old fecker. So,